In today's video, I want to go through essentially why I believe, or I think, that properties across the Logan region in particular and the Moreton Bay region could, or actually would, hit $1 million. So over the last 5 years, I've been actively buying properties across the Logan, Ipswich and Moreton Bay area. I've purchased over 200 properties across these areas, so I know it very, very well. And what I found in the past was the most in particular properties are your cheaper end properties, like your 3-bed 1-baths. Back in 2020, I was buying them for like 350,000. It's really ridiculous. But what happened was, because the first homeowners grant at that point was 500,000, all of those 350 properties went up to 500,000. So what happened when they increased the grant from 500,000 to 700,000, I went on a buying spree for clients, and we brought a ton of these 3-bedroom 1-baths for 500, 520, just because I had a feeling that they were going to go from, and plus I knew what was happening in the inner city. It was going ridiculous in the inner city. What's happening right now, like 3-bed 1-baths in suburbs like Holland Park are selling for $1.5 million. We picked up a 3-bed 2-bath for 1.55 million, and it's a large number, but it was still a very good deal. We bought it at least 50 grand below market value. But where I'm going with this is that we went and brought a bunch of these 3-bed 1-baths for 500, including myself. I brought a bunch of them for 500k, and they've all gone to 700. Some have even reached $800,000. So these are the ones that I believe, when they do that that increase, those ones there, and all the 4-bed 2-baths and that will go up as well. But I have a feeling the 3-bed 1-baths, if what happened last time happens again, you'll see 3-bedroom 1-baths, this would be absolutely crazy, go towards that $1 million mark in probably mostly Logan and Ipswich. So I mean Logan and the Moreton Bay area. Ipswich is probably doesn't really have the legs like Logan and the Moreton Bay area does, but I see there's more potential in the Logan region and the Moreton Bay area. When you start to shop in those areas, just be very careful. You know, when you're looking across the Logan area, you've got your Woodridges and your Kingston, and you know that the areas where when you look at the data shows the median income there is only $1,000 per week. The data shows it's like almost a 0 for an ERSAD score. So just do a bit of, just have a look at the data, and also, do your research. Doesn't mean they're the worst areas in the world, but it just means, look, if you're going to spend the same amount of money in this region, why not get a suburb that's more premium than the other ones? You're getting in for the same sort of dollar value. And up in the Moreton Bay area, it's pretty simple up there. You either got Deception Bay, Kalanga, or you've got you don't even have Dakabin, more like Kalanga and Deception Bay. But they've already seen, like I seen a 3-bed 1-bath in Deception Bay sell for 780,000. So they're already on track to hitting those new numbers. So if you just take those into consideration, and you are looking to get a house, I think there's a strong possibility of them hitting $1 million. But that wraps up my video. If you are looking to buy a house in those areas, and you just want to ask a question about it, leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer any questions about these areas, because I've purchased so many properties. I know them like the back of my hand. But I do see some massive growth still in the pipeline. Even though they've had a ton of growth, You know, these areas have had more than 50% growth. I think there's still about another 20 or 30%, you know, left in the pipeline if you buy the right property at the right price. But I hope you got some value from that video. Thanks for watching.